Today we're talking everything sports here at SLCC on an all-new and revamped End of the Bench. Welcome to End of the Bench. I'm your host, Jesse Valdez, alongside with David Vito.
Jesse, how you doing, man? It feels good to be bringing End of the Bench back here to Salt Lake Community College after it's had some time away from the TV. Exactly.
So let's. It's an older show, but we're bringing it back, trying to revamp it. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the games and the events and what's it going to involve.
Where we're going to have women's volleyball, men's and women's basketball, plus softball and baseball. We're going to try to get coaches, players, everyone to join us right here on End of the Bench, and I'm excited to get this thing going.
That's awesome, right? So I'm really happy too that we're gonna, it's me and you that's gonna make this happen. Let's talk a little bit about one of our segments we're gonna bring up right now.
One of the segments we're gonna start doing here is gonna be a trivia question every week, and the first trivia question of the day is really astonishing. We're excited to get going. Let's get right into it.
Here's a trivia question for all you sports fanatics. What year did the Utah Jazz go back-to-back in the NBA Finals? Was it A, 1983 to 1984, B, 1992 to 1993, or C, 1997 to 1998? The answer is C, 1997 through 1998.
So tell us, David, reflect on the viewers about the Utah Jazz going back to back.
Man, the Utah Jazz going back-to-back NBA Finals. It feels like it was forever ago. We had Stockton to Malone combo. We had Jeff Hornacek, Brian Russell, Greg Ostertag, the starting five of the back-to-back NBA title runs we had right down the road from us in Salt Lake City. Now, the Jazz did have a little bit of a hiccup there where they played one of the all-time greatest players, and people call him the greatest player to ever pick up a basketball, which is Michael Jordan, who came in and hit the shot in Game 6 and broke every single Jazz fan's heart right here in Salt Lake City.
But we also had such a great team. It's like, do you think we're in the wrong era, or what happened? Because we had Stockton, we had Malone, and
well, you got to realize everyone feels like they were in the wrong era. Patrick Ewing, a great player for the New York Knicks, he went up against the Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls all the time as well, could never get a ring. But when Jordan retired and had a couple of gambling issues, that's when it was the time to get in. The Jazz just weren't good at that point in time.
All right, well, a little off the Utah Jazz, and let's get back into it. Let's take you around the scene here at SLCC. I believe David wants to talk some volleyball. David, take it away.
Well, before we get into volleyball, Jesse, you got to realize October is the best month for sports, locally and nationally, where we have the NBA season and NHL season underway. NFL has been amazing throughout the season as well. Plus, right here in our own backyard, we got volleyball having its success in conference play as they currently sit 3-1 in the SWAC conferences, where they have wins over Snow College, Western Wyoming, North Idaho, all here at Bruin Arena. Now they have the one lone loss that came in conference play against who else? Southern Idaho, a rival to Salt Lake Community College. Despite the loss to Southern Idaho, the Bruins still moved up the national ranking, where they moved from 7th to 6th. I know it's not a big jump in the latest NJCAA rankings. Next up for the Bruins, they'll be hitting the road after playing 4 straight home games as they travel to Price and Colorado for this weekend's actions. Now, Jesse, volleyball's going around right now. What else can you tell us around the school that's sports related?
Well, let's get into that. Now we are going to take it away with some more sports around SLCC. Bruin football, brought to you by Sports Rally, a club here on campus. For the past 4 seasons, the Bruins have been playing in the Utah Tackle Football League. Yeah, that's right, fully geared up, going against competitive teams and talented players.
What's your experience this year with Sports Rally and the Utah Tackle Football League?
Oh man, I love it. It's addicting. You know, you go hard, hit, practices. I just love everything about it. Play with great players. It's just a fun environment to be involved in.
Bruin Football, brought to you by Sports Rally, the only source for tackle football here at SLCC. This marks the 4th season since Sports Rally has been in the Utah Tackle Football League, also known as the UTFL, going up against tough competition which brings not only consistency of awareness to the league, but offers players and its teams to build outstanding teams with great unity. This season, the Bruins have introduced an alternative blue jersey to the mix over their classic silver ones. This is not only to show the growth of the team, but to build the awareness for fans all around. So come out and spend your Saturday morning watching the Bruins take on the season. All SLCC students and community are welcome.
What do you want to say to all the support and fans that come out to the game?
Hey, fans, students, everyone of SLC, don't be scared to come out and support us because we don't bite, we tackle, baby.
I had a great time interviewing Josh, where he was telling us about his experience with Sports Rally and how far the football program has come since he really started playing with Sports Rally. And now, Jesse, it's so amazing to see the outcome of what Sports Rally was when it first started to what it is today.
It is, and it's really awesome to see that the support, despite our season and how we're struggling, there's still the community to back us up, and it's really awesome. So.
Yeah, the community is backing you guys up, where you've had ABC4 family members come out and take some awesome photos of your guys' games.
Awesome photos came out on his personal time. Like I said, he covers the U of U games, the RSL games, and he came out with his camera and he snapped some photos for us. So it's really awesome to see people out there to come out and
now, if
support
people want to get involved, how can they contact you?
They can contact us for more information about Bruin football and Sports Rally. Visit facebook.com/sportsrally.
Now with Sports Rally, you know, it's outstanding to see what they've done in the past. And that interview with Josh was great. But the next interview I had with Norma Carr, me and you guys sit down with a legend. Let's take a look and see what she had to say about her time here at Salt Lake Community College.
She gave me this opportunity, and I'll be forever thankful and grateful for her just taking a chance on a farm girl from Midwest Illinois, who she didn't really know a lot about, but kind of took some of the stuff that she'd heard and gave me the chance.
In your 25 years, some of the biggest accomplishments was getting facilities, appropriate facilities, the Lifetime Activity Center built, the softball and the baseball field built, and to add sports, because when I first came there was only men's and women's basketball. We added 3 other sports. After we brought on baseball and volleyball, probably about 4 or 5 years after I had started working here. And then softball followed in a couple of years after that, so we brought those 3 sports on since starting here. Yeah. When I got here, the men's basketball program was on probation, and the sports program was not in good light. And so we had to get things back in a positive way. So I kind of, to be honest, just boxed up all the records and everything, and I started from scratch. And we put a program in place that was reputable. A woman being in a traditional male role was an extreme challenge too. And so between what had happened that put us on probation and the challenges of just me being in this role for the first 10 years that I was here, it was extremely challenging. There was no systems in place on campus for teams or anything like us to travel, to do things, to scholarship, to anything. There was just never anything in place. So everything had to be invented and painfully put into place. I think we capture a lot of students and they come back, or it's the initial getting them to know that there's athletics on the campus and to get them to that event, because like I said, people go home and it's hard to sometimes get them back. In fact, as As I talk to colleagues across the country that are other community colleges that are in highly metropolitan areas like us, actually we have better attendance and draw better than a lot of them. So it's a common problem across the country. It's not just us. Yeah, it's always bothered me because a good share of our athletes, better than 60% of our athletes, are local high school kids here, and the newspapers and the media cover them throughout their high school, and then all of a sudden they become invisible, and they don't cover them anymore. And all it would take is just a little bit of ink. You always have to look at the pinnacles of things. Winning the national championship, coming from behind 15, 16 points at halftime to win it. That definitely was a high point, and something that I'll never ever forget. Honestly, just the success of the facilities, the staff, the programs, and the growth of everything is just really big high points for me. After I cry when I leave on the 31st, I'm going to spend some time doing some traveling for me. I have some part-time work that I'm still going to continue to do, which will help keep me kind of engaged in some organization that way. But I want to spend some time for me and riding bikes and recreating and my yard and catching up with friends and people and maybe enjoy life.
Her legacy, I'm just proud to be part of it, really. I'm hoping to keep it going, you know. We'll miss her terribly and just thank her for everything she's done.
Wow, what an amazing documentary about a huge icon here at SLCC. She truly will be missed.
She will be missed, Jesse, and the things that she's done for this school, bringing so many different variety of sports here. And we even got to sit down and talk to her a little bit about football and what she's going to do during her time off, where she wants to spend some time with family, hiking, biking. And I think she's going to even poke her head in at a couple of sporting events this year.
Exactly, so.
Well, with that being said, after a great interview with Norma Carr, you can check us out on vimeo.com/SLCC Voices. And if you would like to be a part of the new and improved show, End of the Bench, to build awareness about anything in sports here at Salt Lake Community College, feel free to contact us at sportsrally@live.com. Until then, I'm David Vito.
And I'm Jesse Valdez. Thanks for watching the all-new and improved End of the Bench.